Why do you ask that?
People never run
Gentlemen,
away.
in the mix.
Why do you ask that?
People never run away from anything. The rain didn't last long, did it? You know what I think? I think that we're all in our private traps. Sometimes when she talks to me like that, I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the Thursday stream, the Bitcoin cool-off stream, the altcoin, some altcoins revving up stream. And not too much has happened since we last spoke, but less than 24 hours ago, where Bitcoin did hit multi-month high, highest level since May 12th. And that won't change until Bitcoin exceeds $58,000. So some pretty decent downsloping consolidation. I mean, it's really not bad. It hasn't been volatile, which is really good because we know volatility is the kryptonite of altcoins. Not all altcoins created equal, though. It's a very mixed bag. It looks like freaking Christmas. It looks like Christmas decorations on my watch list, right? Red and green, every other ticker. And we'll just look at those today, where the stock market also recovered some, which you gotta love, man. So that's it, dude. Like, nothing's happened since yesterday. God. Well, I mean, except cake pumping and kind of dumping, right? A couple more trade setups posted. Some stock trade setups doing well. AMD, you didn't see that? Holy crap. Insta pump, and then you got Yell that 5150 brought up. Really nice. Oh, music's too quiet, man. No, and he says it's not. Okay, so that's your 4 hours. Look at the daily indecision candle, nothing burger candle after a huge impulse up. And positive momentum still building. You were overbought, just a little bit overbought for the first time yesterday since August 13th, and now we're just resetting back to 66.81 bullish territory, bullish control zone. And you know, you could spend a few days doing nothing, or just nothing today and then engulf tomorrow to run to test the next major levels of resistance. I mean, nothing really makes sense until you get to $57,500 on the daily. Maybe the 4 hour there's some sort of minor high or something, but look left, look at the chart, man. There's nothing there, and all the wave structures are pointing at $61,200. But I don't like. I'm going to always respect the first candle high close ever looking left, right? And that was, you know, back here in February. So yeah, maybe we'll get to 61.2, but certainly must break above 58K first. So that's kind of like the target still. As we know, one target of the trade setup was achieved yesterday. Another one has not been achieved. The other one is that inflection point. So it's here, we're just talking about technical analysis and how we can strategize at critical levels for low risk, high reward opportunity entries. And that's it, man. Wow, thanks for the compliment on my looks. You didn't come here for my looks. You came here for the charts, man. Dang, man. Too many people are saying nice things about my looks. Thank y'all. Don't feed my ego, man. So egotistical. Anyway, so I'm gonna make this worth it for you. Where just nothing going on with Bitcoin today. I'll try to make it worth it. All right, so 4 hour daily. You want more of this? Let's go to Ethereum. Wow, Ethereum was making the highest high since September 16th. Just moments ago, we're talking like in the past hour, I think it was at its highest point. Bitcoin just like right before the 5-minute intro ended, Bitcoin was hitting $54,700, and now it's at 54K. It just lost $700 in a matter of like five minutes or something, right? So obviously, anything Bitcoin does like that, Ethereum's going to be affected too. And that's what I'm saying. It was just minutes ago at 3650. And we know that like that's an area that's real. There's a high there, but the major area that has far more historical significance goes back to the high from May 4th, the low from May 13th, the high from September 9th, and this is the up thrust, and then the back test. You're above that critical level. You're just up against the up thrust pie, which I don't think is far near as significant, because that's the only time in history this has been a high. It was once, and I think it was correlating to the other lower level. So it's good that we're above that, but yeah, you're kind of getting a little weird here. I mean, what's your positive momentum doing on a higher high, right? You made the higher high with much lower levels of positive momentum. Is that bearish divergence? Could be. I mean, a pullback at any time could happen. I mean, just think about the trade setup entry that you still haven't hit the target of. The target's 37.34. You know, it's probably all dependent on Bitcoin, but you know, from the entry, the trade setup to now, you know, 21% up. It's not bad in like 3 or 4 days. That's insane yield. So almost there. We're almost to that target. So let's just look at it again, you know, just so we can understand what am I talking about. Right there. It's the 786. Because it probably should have been, for real, $35,600, the inflection point that we've broken already. But I couldn't make it equitable if I wanted to strategize my stop loss below that third swing low that was created on the 29th of September. So yeah, kind of a conundrum I put myself in right there. But hey, the Bitcoin trade setup hit targets. Ethereum's almost there. And then Link is way off. Like it's not even really close yet. So anyway, we're getting there, man. Closer than we've been today, moments ago. So that's Ethereum. I mean, that's kind of it. If you wanted to go the daily, we can. We'll just look at it real quick and understand the significance of this is so good. Where your oscillators, there is nothing wrong here. I mean, the daily oscillators are completely fine for now. Where you're sitting at 61.4 on the daily, chat. The bullish control zone is 60. You just are barely above that. That's incredible. That means there is so much room for market participants to push this price higher.
Is there some going on with XPR on the 4-hour Qcoin chart? Maybe some
hey,
hidden divergence also?
Taking over. Hey, when's the last time someone requested XRP? I don't think a few days ago, but hey, how many times people request an XPR? We get more requests for XPR Proton than we are XRP. What's that tell you, dude? The siege of time is eroding away at the XRP Moon Boys. And then there were less. I should write a book on this. Thank you, dude. What are we talking about? Theta, dude? Why does everyone keep saying the word Theta? Is this some sort of new S coin that needs to get banned? Probably. All right, so the idea here is it is a fractal. What is going on is a fractal. It's a much larger structure than the previous structure, almost identical in every single way, including the depth of the retrace. Let me get the 4-hour because you can't. I don't have it visible on the daily. Right, the depth of the retrace on the 5.0, the 618, also here. So if these fractals are going to repeat themselves in every single way, then that means we got ridiculous more upside. $5,000 minimum on Ethereum if that
Mr. Ray,
repeats.
Can you check out Microvast Holdings MSVT? Much appreciated.
Microvast? Did they? I mean, Microsoft, Microvast. Maybe they were trying to confuse people. Okay, yeah. Sure, we'll look at it, Mr. Derp. All right, so we would think if history repeats itself, Moon, soonish, you know, well off the entry of the strategic 4-hour trade setup, a little bit further to go for the first target. There's more to come. You know, we're thinking, hey, you know, maybe exiting the trade when we get to all-time highs or testing it again because you just don't know. But if it ever did exceed that, $5,000 probably easy. Just may not happen overnight. All right, let's go to Cardano, one of the largest cryptos in the world, market cap wise. It's up 2.85%. All right, so we had already identified kind of like the valleys that were occurring, consolidation structure. But yesterday, kind of on the fly, I'm just like, wait a second, am I crazy here seeing this? It's not the best context. Harmonics in this context are just not going to be as good as harmonics in these contexts down here after the rally and the dump and the deep retrace from the previous lows. This isn't even a very good example of like the best context for harmonics to present themselves. This up here is not really strategic. I mean, it's there. It's real. If this is going to continue upward, this is how it would work. This is how it would play. But you're testing the 200 moving average again for the first time since September 16th. You couldn't break it. You also could not break the daily candle high close back from May 17th on Cardano. So I think what you're doing, you've already broken a supply line, and now you could be working on another higher low, rule of 3. I think the probability is increasing. A big move's coming, whether it's down or up. at these levels, you'd think probably up, but hey, if Bitcoin wants to sell off more and go down to 52,789, really find it difficult to believe that Cardano is going to be breaking upward when that happens. So $52,789 on Bitcoin is what? That is that El Salvador high from September 6th that's never been back tested as support before. So you got to wonder, will we go down? Will Bitcoin market participants push the price down to confirm that that's a real support? We don't know. We just don't know yet. And that's okay. We're not here to know. We don't have to know where something's going to make money. You understand that if you've been here long enough, right? If you read Mark Douglas's or Paula T. Webb's books. Okay. Oh, retrace and go. Don't even worry about it, man, because if you're a patron, if you're a patron, you know exactly what's going on with GRT, I think, and you're probably livid. Oh, and Bryce F and Greg D, thank both of y'all for joining the Patreon, man. Please be sure to sing the Patreon, the Discord. You gotta do that, man. Thank you.
Luke Berserker tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can we look at the roost?
Bar to the US dollar? That's a new one. Maybe, probably not. I keep saying that, and it's like, oh yeah, there's data. Someone's requested this before, and I've looked at it. So, yeah, we will look at it. Okay. All right. Any news on GRT? Yeah, there's news, technical news. But you know, before we look at GRT, we'll be looking at Microvast and XPR and Bar and Fami. Smitty. Oh wow, I didn't even see this. Smitty tipped again prematurely before the stream, 2 hours before the stream started. He wants to look at Fami. We'll look at it. Let's get through this. Cardano looks okay, right? Consolidating near the PCZ or at the PCZ of a bullish shark pattern. Not in the best context, but it exists. It's very real. It's here. And you know, if it does play out, you got an easy target of $2.92 to $3. All right, let's move on to Binance. I like better. I've continuously liked it better than Cardano for now, just because it was much easier to strategize a long opportunity, and you're well off that long opportunity where you've already taken some profit on a trade, slightly above that profit taking level of 430 strategic, right? June 4th. Still just consolidating upward. I think this just goes where Bitcoin goes. If Bitcoin's going up to 58K, I think Binance is going to $500. Easy. I'm talking like sooner rather than later. Like if Bitcoin wants to, its next move is to go to $58,000 to test those highs, that major ice line.
What's up, man?
Then that's when Binance goes to 500. If Bitcoin wants to soul search and go back test 52,789 or even make a deeper retrace, that's where I think that 430 would not hold, and this asset would go try and back test a $377 area going back to May 26th, June 10th, June 15th. All right. This is not a strategic entry area. Please understand that. Even if it does go up next, you think you understand what's going on, right? You're not testing a support too much. I mean, you could try to say you're trying to test this support here, but you're just barely above it, and you'd be in this trade still, right? 66% of your position would still be open, letting it ride. Even if it pulls back, hey, you got time. You're patient. But even if it doesn't pull back, you're in it. Doesn't matter. But we're not. The one thing we're not trying to do is try to strategize a long entry literally right now after an asset has rallied from its spring back test to here, 33% in about a week. Those just are, you've missed it. So it's time. You can move on. You can find something else out there that hasn't run up. You just missed the major bullish, trade setup impulse. The falling wedge hitting near the apex. The spring back test of spring, the divergence. There was classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour oscillators. So just looking at it, because it's like your 4th largest crypto ever, maybe your 5th if people include Hex or something. I don't even know, man. It's so sketchy. I don't even know how to talk about that. All right, it's weird. Something just happened. Hey, Space Blob, he tipped $3, 333. What's up, man? Good to see you, young trader, young buck. Keep investing in yourself, dude, and you won't even believe it, man. It'll be like, is this life? Really? Okay. So got the top 4 out of the way. Let's run to the index funds for a second. Hey, guess what? There are people that watch this stream maybe because they like stocks too, not just crypto. What has this asset done? Huge run today, almost up 1%. It was at one time, but a big pullback at the end of the day. Getting yourself back above $4,400, and you closed above it. Very nice. Is this really that crazy to believe with seller exhaustion implied on the 4-hour time scale, a second low, which could have been a confirmation low, even if it's a lower low? Okay, so we think it runs probably minimum to 78% retrace, creates a bearish cipher or a bearish shark at the 886, and then reverses. But we're just working on the wave, and you attempted to break out of the dragon, right? The dragon spine, which is the supply line. It's the name of the pattern. It's a dragon because it looks like a dragon. That's literally it, right? I mean, what's up with these crazy names? Like, I don't know, right? There's the eye. And then here's the wing, right? And then you got dragons have 2 wings, so it's like this. And yeah, that's why it's called a dragon. I would definitely. It's just a premature harmonic. You're playing the C wave to D wave, the big C to D wave. All right, so I think there's more upside, especially if you can break the supply line, and definitely if you can hold 4,400 as support. It was very close to filling a gap, which I thought we'd get to. We didn't get there today. Close. 44.44 was the gap. All right. S&P. It's the dragon. I know some people just watch this stream for me to say that. So, hey, the Dow Jones that we think has possibly confirmed its bottom at a major level that is really important. Bullish divergence on the oscillators. This is huge. You know, you gapped up today though. So here's the problem. I think the S&P did too. The index funds all did. So it's like, are they going to fill the gap first and then run? You probably prefer that because these gaps almost always fill locally like that. So we fill the gap, then we go, and then we break 35K, and then we get this, right? The continuation of the mega trend, and we're thinking there's like this rotation that's been going on. Going from tech to defensive stocks to value names, and this is the index fund for all that. Okay, so it looks good, right? What did the S&P 500 do? It made a lower low on the 4-hour. What did the Dow Jones Industrial do? They had technically the exact same low where traders settled up, but a higher low on Wix. So outperforming locally the S&P. Interesting. NASDAQ also was scary, but held that 14,176 support that goes back to February 16th, April 27th, right? So you held it, and now you've run straight up, right? Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. So you're at the resistance, $14,074, $800, right? And you haven't broken it. You gapped up, and the gap could fill easy. So this one's tougher to gauge. It doesn't look near as good as the S&P. It was a much lower low than the previous low compared to the S&P that was slightly lower, but there was still that divergence.
AMP in nothing burger mode. Need to start
Nothing
the
burger
patience
mode?
mode for this one. Cheers, bro. 0.0111260 ETH.
Thank you, Meth Man, for the $40.16 of Ethereum crypto contribution. Love it, dude. Oh man, we gotta unveil. There's a new emoji ball coming. It's been a long time, man. It's chain link, and it's gonna be 777 as the variation for it. So look forward to that. Okay. I don't think any sort of supply line was broken either, right? The area to break on this index fund would be right here. You got a way to go. No break, right? The S&P tested it, was attempting to break it, didn't. This one didn't even test yet. So ways to go. That makes sense, right? Market drivers not doing too hot lately. Russ 2000 knocking it out, and then we done.
Dragon spin, please. Hungry face.
Dragon spin. Hey, Chuggy Chug Face. So I have a flight to catch tomorrow. I am going to College Station. Well, Houston. I'm going to stay in Houston. And then for the game on Saturday, I am going to watch Alabama curb stomp the Aggies, Texas A&M Aggies. I just wanted to go just because I've never been, and I've seen it. I know it's an incredible environment. They do college football right down there, at least tailgating, maybe not so much the playing part. I mean, they're okay. They're just not good this year. All right, so Russ 2000 just making a higher low, gapping up, underperforming. I don't know, it's up 1.58%, but kind of dead in the middle of the range, right? The lowest risk areas for a long and the highest risk areas for a long, or shortest risk or lowest risk entry for a short up here. So it just long extended range. You've been stuck in a glass case of emotion since the beginning of this year. Buh. Okay, so we got some requests, man. Smitty, front of the line. My God, I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed. I didn't even look at this. We got to look at it. It's obligatory. Mainly for the sound clip, right? I mean... Noise! Dude, you interrupted it.
Yo, my man. Could you take a cheeky look at that when possible? Grateful as always.
What's up, Manimal? Thanks for 20, dude. Thanks for the support, dude. Being an annual patron. My man. But you did interrupt, so we'll do it again.
I like turtles.
Alright, we all like turtles. Here you go. Total. What is it doing today? Well, yesterday it broke above the inflection point from April. Very good. It broke it, and today it's attempting a back test of the breakout. Whoa, that's real. That's happening right now. So, you know what happens today, and if all stayed the same in the next hour, 28 minutes, all stayed the same, you would have a breakout with candle close confirmation, and then a stronger form of confirmation with the next candle back testing successfully that level that was once a resistance is now support. You've done that before. You did it before, but nothing sustained, right? It did not sustain, just dumped again. So this is, I think, a very large development occurring on total. I don't know how much weight it holds, but I'm just showing you this is what we do, right? We look at Japanese candlesticks and their correlation to historical trend lines that are important. So very big deal, I think. Pretty cool going on. But let's be real, none of this was weird or crazy at all, just based on the technical structure, the levels of inflection from history, and the 200-day moving average, the 1272 fib extension or pattern completion zone, or part of it, of the reciprocal ABCD, bullish 5-0, 50% retrace. It's beautiful, man. It's like, just, this is so amazing. This is putting on a seminar right now of a bullish 5-0. What occurs in bullish conditions at PCZs of bullish 5-0s? This occurs. And if we're lucky, this occurs where eventually all-time highs, $2.86 trillion, pattern completion zone of the A, B, C, D. We're thinking now the C to D wave is in effect. Large wave up. Okay, cool. I'm about to get on these. We're about to get on these, man. Hey, what's going on here? What's happening, man? Did this happen? Hey, Sahir, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to sync with the Patreon, the Discord. You gotta do that, man. Thanks so much. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, storage. I didn't pump storage. Someone keeps market buying storage when we talk about it on stream. Blame them, dude. Okay, so first request of the day was for Schmitty, who may or may not be here. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This is literally one that him or someone else requested on this stream, and it was below a major inflection point, or it was just above it. And what we needed, we said, this is what you want to pay attention for. You want to see what happens when if this asset can go successfully backtest 31 cents. It did days ago. Oh no, yesterday. Yesterday, Fami successfully backtested the spring that goes back to March of 2020. So this is where extremely good things can happen. But the question is where? Where will the good things happen? I think the target is 56 to 59 cents. Definite level of inflection. Major reversals occur there. Straight up, straight down behavior. If this asset's spring back test is successful, the target would be 56 cents minimum. Wow. Life comes at you fast.
86% possible upside after break of $6 or failed breakout. Trying to put education to use. Looking for your pro opinion.
My pro man. Thanks, Eric, dude. Whatever you call me, whatever. I just love charts, man. It's just fun. Okay, so we'll look at that, sure. Thank you for the support, dude. All right, so do not be surprised if this backtest that is confirmed successful rallies eventually to 56 to 59 cents. That would be the area to exit or take profit and move stop losses up or something after taking profit. Because if it ever broke 59 cents, that is where I think a gap fill could occur, right? We got freaking 79 cents up here, dude. Right, gap fills act as support resistance 22% of the time. They're also valid targets. Hey, blockchain gang, let's go, dude. Oh, crypto contribution as well.
Blockchain gang tipped $100.81. Hexagons represent. But I want to know what you think about Yearn EV. 0.028000000 ETH.
Was that a passive aggressive hex request? But he wants Wi-Fi, so no, it's not a hex request. Thank you, dude. All right, so big thing going on, Fami. Extremely educational. You don't have to take action on it, but one thing I certainly want you to do as a viewer, potential market participant of this or any asset, is to monitor it now. We are going to monitor this because the previous occurrence is a technical indicator. It's like bullish divergence is appearing or something, right? This is huge. Okay, this is, let me show you something. Let me go back. You won't even remember, you won't even believe it. Let me just post this real quick for patrons, just because some aren't watching right now. They may not be. Let me just knock this out while it's fresh. All right, so look at this. You see this, right? That price action going back, this history. Not too far back, but look at this. We must go back to yesteryear, all right? Summer of 2020. No one cared about GME. I mean, you shouldn't care, but technically something brilliant happened, okay? What happened in July 20th of 2020? GME has, for the first time in history, successfully, well, since it sprung, it fell below critical supports. It sprung, and then it back tested the spring, and you're like, what is this level? Why is that plotted there? It doesn't make sense. Is it here from 2020? Oh God, no. You have to go back to the year 2004. Yes, 2004. Where is all the data on GameStop? Oh my God, it gapped down, sorry. Here it is, chat. Okay, this is the year 2000, February of 2003. All right, this critical level from almost 20 years ago, right? At the time, anyway. It was close. 17 years. You sprung, you back tested the spring, and from that successful spring back test on GME, Michael Burry acquired his position. Smart money, genius money goes long there. You can identify this stuff. I identified it, literally pinged all patrons. Back then I had like 200 patrons, right? So, all right, 200 people knew about it. Now we got like 1,000. But anyway, do you see what happens after a successful spring back test? Sometimes what can occur? I have to scale out. It's unreal. I can't even like use the measure tool because it's so ridiculous. Goes from $4 on a spring back test to $482 before the mine climax, and then it dumped all the way down to $36, and then it rallied again to $350, and now it looks kind of interesting. It's like a freaking harmonic going on GME right now. Why am I here? What is? I was just for education, but am I seeing something? Do my eyes deceive me? A lone harmonic structure? Oh my God, chat. Is GME showing a textbook bullish Gartley right now? Yes, it actually is. It literally is. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have identified a bullish reversal pattern at the level where it should react or could react. Dang, man. There's definitely some bullish divergence going on too, right? It looks at least on the MACD and on the RSI. Let's see how this goes. If it was to play out for real, eventual target would be minimum 214, another target 230. So, wow, I was just here for fun, man, just to show y'all what can happen when assets successfully backtest springs. I hear people screaming songs. Okay, hold on. I can't even hear the music, but it sounds terrible, I think. Okay, dude, we can't do this. This is not some sort of whatever you want to call it, dude. Tribal ceremony. It was a tribal ceremony of GME, right? Okay, dude. The rite of passage. Whoops, half my screen's been gone the whole time. Crap. Alright, GameStop back. Accidental identification. Okay, moving on. We gotta move on, dude. That was way too much time spent on that request. It, you know, it turned into something else. Anyway, moving on. All right, Proton. That you knew what was gonna happen if it did something. Oh wow, I didn't even have to freaking go to GME, chat. You can see the levels, right? What happens at these levels created in November. You come and you regard them again, almost, you know, not a year, like 8 months, 7 months later, right? You held, and then what happened? Straight up, straight down, you went straight up again. But then once we knew, if you ever broke 9/10 of 1 cent where you could go, I think you still got ways to go. You're down 3% today. Congratulations, man. But the chart to look at here is not the 4 hour. It is the weekly. Unreal. Next candle high close makes any sense, 2.2 cents. So you're on your way. You broke out last week with candle close confirmation. No back test yet. You're not overbought on the weekly. Currently in the bullish control zone, 62.7. It's nice. Okay, just looking for a sec. Okay, so I think there's more upside. What did you want with XRP? What was the 4 hour on KuCoin? What was there to look at, man? 4 hour, like we have to really look at it on KuCoin. Is it that there's way more data here, right? Oh, maybe a little hidden divergence could be in development at some point, but it's not at any level that's really strategic for a long. I mean, look left, there's nothing there that really sticks out as, oh, wow, this is it, man. Like now, this thing ever came back down to 9.3 of 1 cent and held, maybe show the double bottom or inverse head and shoulders down there. That'd be an incredibly good area to add to position or to go long. But right now, after such a stupendous run, breaking all resistance, it's consolidating, but I don't. It's so, how do you strategize stop loss? You can't really here. You can't. So we've been talking about this one. Like if you're a patron, you know. Like I mean, long before the breakout, we talked about this when it was down at 3.5 of 1 cent. So I mean, it's just like up here. I don't know, man. Like kind of, you've literally missed out, dude. Bad. And you know, there will always be another opportunity. But when opportunity presents itself, it is far too late to prepare. So it's always the best time to invest in yourself every single day. Because you never know when opportunity will knock. Okay. The request was XPR, not XRP. So I certainly understand. The next request. Oh my God, why would you ever even request this? Mr. Derp. Microvast, MSVT. This is, I don't know if this is Microvast. Is it some S coin? No, it's not, it's something. It's on the Israeli stock exchange or something. You must have, Mr. Derp, you are derping right now because I don't know what you mean. I don't even think this is what he meant because this is not, it's massive it. This is not it must be some S coin that isn't on TradingView. It has to be, right? Oh, wait, just I gotta move on. I'm sorry. Okay, well, bar to the US dollar tether looks similar as F to many other assets that exist out there, and hitting a deep retrace level, catching some reaction there. It looks like a shark cipher, of course. Is that a 1618? It's too deep there, dang man. But at the end of the day, 786, it's kind of nothing. Like, it's not, it can't be anything because C is far too deep to be even a shark, not, much less a cipher. But a 78% retrace, a 1414 to 1618 here. Deep retrace, so value perceived area. And it looks like it just held some support. And sure, I mean, this could eventually, well, it could also go to the 886. Right? It could go all the way down to the 886, and it would make plenty of sense too, because there's this other swing low from history right there from June 8th. Maybe, and that's the real entry if you're talking about a shark, but maybe not. Maybe it just outperforms. I'm starting to see a lot of altcoins lately have been reacting, maybe reversing at the 786s this time. Remember in July it was all the 886s, 88% retraces. Now a lot of it's the 786s. Maybe this is a similar situation.
Cheers for the XRP chart. Thumbs up.
What's up, Adrian? Hey, thanks for the 20. He wants XRP. He said this aggression will not stand. XRP will not usurp. Or XPR will not usurp the XRPs or something. Thank you, dude. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you think about a range-bound asset between $14 and $24.70. It's kind of not at near the bottom, right? I mean, you would really want to see this asset see $14 for the lowest risk entry. But yeah, the target, certainly, if it was going to reverse here and create an M shape like this, then 2470 is definitely the target. Above that, you're thinking 2969. Whatever, right there, that zone, the low and the high. So I don't know if it's actionable quite yet because I'm a little sketched out by the criteria of the harmonic not being met, right? Too deep on C and not deep enough on D. Either way, so that makes me kind of be like, I don't know. So why do I have to ask questions, and when you have to ask questions, it's better probably just to move on and look for something where you know without a doubt it's
Shiba
good
Inu?
and valid and at areas that make sense, no matter what. If you want to look at Shiba Inu, sure, dude. Sure. Dude, you requested MSVT. I went to MSVT, so don't even act like it's my fault. Like, you know, whoops, that's... Okay, next one was AMP. That I thought was looking interesting or something, right? Wasn't it? Oh, it was looking interesting, yeah. But it has pulled back since then, right? What exchange was it? Yeah. So this is the thought process. It went up and hit a major inflection zone and couldn't break it. That's okay. What's pulling back now, all this asset needs to do is just make a higher low than 4.3 cents and it'll be fine. Accumulation will be going on still. I mean, eventually the target you'd think is like 7 cents, 7.7 cents. Just because we know, what was the cool thing about this one? Every time this asset loses 88 to 90% of its value, it normally goes up 100%. It doubles in value from after that event. It has just lost 88 to 92% of its value, confirming bottoms, and certainly making higher lows in the previous low and the previous low, the previous low. So long-term uptrend on AMP, undeniable. Go ahead and argue with the higher lows. They're there. They're literally here. So you could just bet on history repeating itself. And eventually holding it until it goes up to at least reasonable inflection points, right? Again, 7 cents or whatever, 7 to 8 cents. It's pulling back after testing resistance, and hopefully you can just make a higher low and all will be well. That's it. That's your AMP. Yeah, really. How are PRX, RPX, and all the other combinations of the X, the R's, and the P's doing exactly, dude? Yep. Okay. That's it, dude. All is okay. Myth, man. All right. Next request was
Vechain doing things.
not so much today. It is extremely similar, if not identical, locally to Binance. Same market participants, maybe you're painting the same picture here as they are on that other chart. I think that BNB was way easier to strategize because there was just more support. I think it was just doing better things. So it's the same thing. It's like it could be up sloping consolidation, get ready to mark up to 14 cents, 15 cents, or this is exactly where maybe it pulls back and sells off. Right, squares up down at like 8.4 cents, all depending on Bitcoin probably. As you can see, testing this low high point, right? Like a low from August 18th, a low from August 27th, a high from June 13th. There's something here, not very much, but it's here, and it's just, you got to wonder what kind of absorption's going on. Absorbing remaining supply at this level, the buyers are, could be. Right, Vechain goes down, what, 78%? Maybe not, only 70%. Too shallow for a full reset. And that's it. This is the same. If it's the same thing as Binance, it means it's really tough to be strategizing, you know, taking entries literally right now. Because if you were going to take them, it would probably have been when it was inside. It was inside the consolidation structure. The larger consolidation structure could have been a wedge near the apex with bullish divergence. Right, that was probably the time to do it, but I chose to defer on this one. I was scanning, looking through all these, and I saw this. I'm like, okay, it's not bad. It looks like BNB, and then it's like, well, BNB was so much clearer, so I chose BNB over Vechain. They're doing the identical stuff in terms of impulse and consolidation. So that's it, man.
Noise!
Can we look at CGC, man?
Conrad, what's up, dude? CGC, yeah, you want to look at pot stock? Sure, I'll do it, dude. Okay, next one, next request. We're getting going, man. We're doing things. And if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. So try to keep it rolling. Okay, what? MMAT. Are you talking about? Meta. Aha. Dang, man, it's almost like the same chart. Okay, so a couple things to talk about MMAT. What was it that he said though? He said MMAT retraced 86%. Trying to put education use, looking for opinions. Okay, so it's like the asset did confirm a bottom here by the looks of it, right? But the thing is, it had a nice markup, but now it's like confirming a top locally. Okay, so the way one would size this up, I guess, right? I think there are probably better ones out there. It's pretty simple, right? Stop loss marginally below 479, you're out. You want nothing to do with this asset below 479. But if it stays above 479, the target obviously is $8. The straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That is the only historical price action correlation you pretty much have between $4.79 and $8. So if you were going to strategize it without really an edge on the oscillator, it's kind of tough when you rally and then kind of do this. If this holds, which I have no idea, I'm just showing you at least you're on the right track because you're asking about an asset that is very close to a critical support and has successfully back tested it September 22nd. So really bread and butter here. Simplistic way of looking at things. 3.61 to 1 reward to risk. Entry would be now. Stop loss 455-ish, maybe a little bit below the 200-day moving average. That is back above. And then obvious target, $8, right? The high from May of 2011, dude. So that's it. Second target, 1037. March 2014 levels. That's probably a way to size it up if the bottom was in. Now, if it falls below 479, we know it could get wrecked. It could go all the way down to 284 and then eventually 150. So that's it. Tight stop. If one wanted to play this is how probably they would play it. Okay. That's it. Hey, Crypto Fractal, man. What's up, dude? Dude, we should just put OHM in the lineup, dude. Someone's requesting that one every day now.
Mind taking a look at OHM/die pair for me when you get a chance? Thanks.
Sure thing. Oh god, Fami is Chinese. Sorry, dude. That's a variable. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's for the sake of education, man. You don't have to take action on it, but monitor it and let it be a learning experience for you. And maybe it's like, hey, no matter what it is, if it springs, it back tests the spring. That's market participants confirming a bottoms in and much higher prices after. So just pay attention to Fami. You don't have to long it. What's up, Scratcher of Butts? Thanks for the 5 super chat or super sticker. Thank you, dude. Okay, that's kind of it, man. MMAT. If you wanted to play it, this is how it'd probably be strategic. That's it, dude. Moving on.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Oh, next one, Wi-Fi, which I was digging lately. I was digging this one, man. For reasons. Not so much the daily, but dang, a visible textbook bullish bat reacting wonderfully at the pattern completion zone and rallying, and has the past 3 days been attempting to hold prices above $31,700, which is extremely important because that is where we've had multiple successful trade setups on when the asset has broken that level and successfully back tested it. Why? Because it goes all the way back to a level from September 3rd, September 28th, over and over and over again. And again, here we are right at it at deep value perceived areas. Kind of reminds me of Maker in ways. If it holds above this 31,728 level long enough, I think the easy target is 39.7. That's not even changed. That's like every time this keeps happening, no matter what time of the year it is, it's always the same, right? It's the same target upward, same entry, right? And same, I don't want anything to do with it below 31,728. Looks better on the 4 hour, I think. 4 hours, like beautiful falling wedge pattern. And I really dig in this a new low, and it's almost like you have a 3 rising valleys going on. It's not perfect by any means. It's not, so it might not even be valid. But one valley, I see it. I see a second-ish valley, and I see a third valley with 2 peaks, 3 peaks really. One peak and then a second peak that's higher. I mean, that's right. That's it right there, man. So it's like, this is where you want to see classic accumulation structure develop on a breakout of a falling wedge at an 88% retrace from the previous discernible swing low. And now you're breaking a major inflection point where in the past, tremendous amount of money has been made. This is when I entered in March. This was literally the day. I remember this happening. I went long on this after the tornadoes like destroyed my friend's house. And I'm currently renting out my old house to them right now. So, yeah, man. This one has a lot of big memories on this one because of what was going on in my life at the entry. All right, and so we had another one, I think, right? I think we were holding and it failed to. Oh yeah, it was like right here. I think August we had a trade set up. Yep, it hit one target. Technically hit 2 on the scam wick, but this didn't exist on any other exchange. So it hit one profit taking level of a 3 and never saw. Well, okay, it hit the second target eventually September 5th, and that was it. Then it dumped. So we've had a lot of success above 32K on Wi-Fi. So it could be doing it again, man. Do not sleep on Wi-Fi. Pay attention. Put it on your watch list. Pay attention to it for the sake of education and investing in yourself, okay? That's it. Whew. All right. This is literally... We got game wars. We got the X, the P's, the R's, the P's.
CRSR Corsair Gaming, please.
Corsair. I love Corsair. If I could have a sponsor, it would obviously be NVIDIA, but then after that, probably Corsair or AMD. Yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you, dude. Next request. If I could find it. Okay, this one reminds me a little bit of storage before it broke back out. XRP is at a critical inflection point. Okay, somewhat. I mean, on this chart it is. This is like what we've been regarding as resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, resistance again. If it can break 110, easy 135 to 150 target, easy. But it hasn't done that yet, right? It's still possibly what we could see. It is absorbing the market participants or absorbing the remaining supply. They continue to buy and keep and it keeps testing and hugging this resistance, and eventually the absorption of remaining supply will be complete, and eventually you break out. At the same time, we don't really know. This is exactly where a reversal to the downside could go. Probably has everything to do with what Bitcoin's going to do soon. XRP at critical areas. It's all about the ifs. If it breaks 110, 135, 150, easy. If it doesn't, it reverses and probably go right back down to 88.58 cents. That's it. This is not really actionable for a long right now based on strategic entries. Hey, and I say that, and then like it moons tomorrow, breaks the resistance, and then someone will be like, you said it wasn't a strategic entry. It's like, it still wasn't. Like you, I mean, like it's not really showing us a strong structure. It's not Ember's head and shoulders. It doesn't look like one to me, but yeah, based on the macro and the way the conditions are right now, everything's bullish. It very well could break out and go to 135, and it could be fast. Okay, we're always here looking for the entries that are strategic.
Targets on FTM?
What's up, Egg Dude? We'll look at it. Thanks, man. We'll look, man. Next request was, oh boy. Oh boy. Yep, this is, dude, it's so perfect.
You see what happens, Larry?
You see what happens, Larry, when you run up and you test a candle high close from May 11th? Do you understand? That is, it went up and tested that, and that is where traders, many traders, took profit. They exited their position, and since market participants took profit at that level, the asset has lost 40% of its value in like a less than a day. We're talking less than 16 hours. It's lost 40% of its value. Okay, FOMO, dumb money gets in up here, supplies the liquidity to the composite operator or the smart money to dump on their heads, and it probably could end up going all the way back down to 1.7 1,000ths of a penny or whatever the denomination is. It's so worthless. Okay, right? Smart money acquires their position at strategic levels, right? Spring back test. We've been talking about GME, right? Smart money, really, really dumb money up here. Smart money is exiting their position while the dumb money acquires theirs because they have no idea what they're doing. They're just, number go up. Number go up. Okay, so nothing to do here. Nothing. Great education for understanding what happens at critical levels from history. That's about it. No action to take at this time. None. That's it. Not spending much time on Shiba. Doesn't even deserve the publicity it gets. Unbelievable. Useless. Like, give me a break, man. It exists because it was a knockoff of Doge, because it thought, oh, we can do it too, man. We can get rich too. That was literally it, man. CGC is trash, man. Wow. I want to talk about major trash. I haven't been here in a while.
Hey Mitch, can I get baked today instead of cake?
Of course, James A. I was trying to think about some baking pun, but it didn't hit me. I'm sorry, dude. So this asset is lower than the price from November 2019, lower than the price from October 5th. Hey, another incredible educational look at a successful spring back test. Creation of this ice line was November of 2019. You got back above it. You fell below it May 14th. So when you broke back above it, market participants really didn't know it was an actual support. So they eventually pushed it down to test it again. And once they saw that it was really in, that is where the asset went berserk and saw multi-year highs. But it's pumped and it's dumped, and it's now lower than that level. So I don't know, man. Like, it could be a long way down. We'll see if it can ever get back above $14. We might be in business again, okay? But you're not, and until you are, who cares? Not even worried about it right now, dude. That's CGC. Congrats on it getting obliterated. And yeah, it's maybe back at value perceived areas, but it's below critical supports ice lines. So I would wait till it breaks that, then back tests it, and then when it back tests it successfully, that's when we're talking, okay? Let's see. Next request. Oh yeah, it's that one again. OHM. Beautiful cipher. My God, most beautiful cipher freaking out there. Sold off yesterday, has rallied today up 9%. People are worried about it because they're not used to crypto volatility, I guess. What do you think? I mean, at any time, this craziness can occur, especially after an insane markup. What's up, Muhammad Malik? Thank you for the 10, dude. Appreciate it. So anything above 657, you're good, but that would, if you ever wanted to take action, it'd be cool to see a back test at that level as support, right? Before going to $1,000. That could happen still. It is showing a little divergence on the daily. Yes. Little, yeah, pretty much class C bearish divergence. But I think it's playing out and it's reset and you're still 63, a bullish control zone. So I don't know, man. Like, there's no action to take on this, but I would think eventually $1,056 where it is now. So it's in a range. It's between 657 and 1,056. It's in dead middle. So it's like flip a coin. It goes to 657 first, holds, and then goes to 1,056. Flip the coin. It lands on the other side. It goes straight up to 1,056 next. It's a coin flip right now. So no action to take on coin flips. What's up, Victor, dude? Thank you, man, for the 20 and the kind words. And I hope all is well with you, too. Thanks, dude. Okay, moving on. Nothing like look at. Like, okay, no action to take. Can't believe this guy. He didn't tell me to, you know, what to do right now. Or he didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. So yeah, Corsair. We already plotted this extremely large structure. Yes, it could be bottoming out marginally below a 618. Let's say a 70% retrace. But there's just, that'd be it, right? I mean, it could bottom out and run back up to $31 and then moon. I mean, it could. Or you could wait till 1828 for the best area.
Can you take a look at Harmony 1 and XRP, please?
Trying to offend me, dude? Thanks for the €5, dude.
Matt current tip $24.24. Can you take a look at what you think of Telcoin, please, bro?
We'll look at Tel. Thank you so much, Matt Karan, for meeting the minimum criteria for a request. Thank you, dude. Thanks, man. Okay, so anyway, certainly not at the deepest value perceived areas, not even the shallower retrace areas that are strategic in nature because there's a resistance there, there's a support there, 2249. But yeah, it's trying to pivot right now from one low to a second low. I don't know if this will hold. No clue. If this is the true pivot in the bottoms, then I don't know.
How is Flux looking? When you think they will break out?
Oh, I don't know, Muhammad, man. So requester. So I'm just. Someone mentioned that maybe I should do it. You know, maybe I should, dude. I mean, that might. Maybe people will see it then. I don't know if it'll work, but I don't know. So thank you, dude. So no strategic entry besides maybe you're just trying to find a bottom here. There is a little divergence on the daily from a low to the higher or to the same low with higher levels relative strength, not on the MACD. So I think you could there could be better value on this asset at 2250 or 1828. You're not there yet. It could pivot here and rally, sure, if you wanted, and you know, whatever. You could just, they plan an engulfing candle today and they're just having a stop loss marginally below $25 because below $25 would be the support you're playing, right? You have to have some strategic entry. So it'd be like, okay, it's up 3% today. All right, well, if you have the stop, it's very tight. So it's like you get stopped out. Look where it could go. It could go to 2250 now.
My bad, Harmony 1 PLSX.
Yeah, we'll look at Harmony. Thank you, Eat My Shorts. Salute your shorts, dude. I think simple enough. I mean, this is a 3-to-1 reward to risk here, right? One's entering on the
Lord Ray, did your bite number go up? Seriously though, does it look like the stuff it belongs? Thanks bro.
Oh, I don't know, dude. We'll take a look. I think it was okay. We looked at it a few days ago, man. Thank you, Banana Shake, for the 20. Banana shakes are good. Banana malts. Holy crap, dude. Diabetes, though. Okay, so do you understand? Like, this is the only way I think one could even consider this an opportunity. Playing the engulfing. Stop loss just below the first low that it's trying to pivot off of. If it falls below it, that's, well, you know, you kind of understand why it failed, because we know way deeper areas of value, much lower levels, and it's more strategic too. So you're no man's land taking along in the middle of nowhere on a potential double bottom. Okay, good luck. That's all I can do for Corsair right now. I think there are better assets out there with lower risk and deeper value areas. There's not a 78 or 88% sale on Corsair right now. No. Okay, next request. That's up 27%. I think it's the headliner. You know, FTM, remember that time it broke to all-time highs and then reversed violently, but then just simply back tested the old resistance zone as support. And look at it now, attempting its rally. High to low. Target's probably 221 from the previous high to low breakout. It would be a candle close. Wow, this would be real. It'd be the highest candle close of all time in 47 minutes. Yesterday was not. It still was lower than September 9th's highest high of all time on candle closes. So this would be a historical breakout going on. You're just a little bit overbought. It could continue. You got your fib extensions 221, 235, and then the 1.61 is 256. So that's all I could really do here, dude. Crazy. Moonage. All right. Targets. That's what you asked. All right. Next request is not cake, but yes, the other one that did really well. Really, really well. We had been here, though. I mean, if you're a patron, I know Doll had been talking about it, and this is what we had come up with on Bake. It was a bullish alternate bat pattern, very similar to Maker. Was at critical inflection points from July. From frickin' June. Inverse head and shoulders. Kind of like crapped around. Didn't really take off. But now it has officially. Yes, the inverse head and shoulders has officially, as of yesterday, hit the measured move. That's small. Okay. Think eventually, you stay above 186 long enough, you're going to 235 to 250. Those are the next major levels. I get it. There are a couple times where you reverse at 220, and that's where it did reverse. So it's just pulling back. I think it's okay. Yeah, right? This all made sense. And this movement upward makes plenty of sense. That's your bait. Think there's still a lot more upside to 235, 250. If it ever breaks that, good God, $3 plus. That's it, dude. You're kind of like way off. Like what was really important here on Bake, it was the spring back test of spring. Didn't we identify this and bring this up? Dude, come on. I mean, can't even remember. It was either on stream or in Patreon or something, dude. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, oh, there's more data, isn't there? Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, this is what was, it's Bake BUSD is where I had the original work put in. Okay, and this was the date of September 22nd, right? Where the asset was testing the old levels, the old highs, major inflection point, over and over and over, as support again. And after the spring, you did this. You sprung, you back tested that spring, and that was it. And you've continued upward. It's nice, man. Very good. Okay, moving on. Next one was, just keep it in order. Wow, dude, tell. Speak of the devil, we got a spring. We got a back test of a spring here today, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. This could be it. Market participants on this asset could be confirming it's time. 1.7 cents. You can clearly see from history, May 23rd, manufactured, first time ever, but then regarded, same support, June 21st. Then a resistance, July 13th, support, July 27th. Look, support, August 19th. Resistance, pretty much, September 23rd, but now support. And supply line was broken too. So the upside on this asset is the percentage upside from where it is right now. Minimum 27% upside. The target, undeniable target. You can't even, there's no argument. It's like, that is where it be. So it's like, okay, how do we strategize until a spring back test? Pretty easy, right? You're just having a stop loss below the critical ice line that it just confirmed is support now and had major bids come in at that level. There it is, 3.23 to 1 reward to risk. Pretty easy, right? You get stopped out, okay, whatever. You understand why. You don't want to mess with it below that. It does suck because sometimes you get some serious price action below, but eventually you get right back above before going. So I'm just saying, right? That's just a way to strategize the spring back test of spring that has been what seems to be successful for now, with a little bit of hidden bullish divergence and development on the 4 hour. That's, you get it? That's your TEL. Nice. Nice. Does anyone get what I'm saying? I'm not getting many reactions. Do I just need to do this again? 839 crickets going on in chat. There you go. Whatever. Who cares? Next one. Next one was one. Harmony? Well, we look on the daily. It looks really good. Daily looks kind of awesome. Like impeccable. Potential wave structure, bullish convergence above the 200 moving average. I think this where it is now. I don't know. You got this one high from May, but you look back in history, you think the target is eventually 20 to 22 cents from here. Still dead middle of the range, between 15 and 20 cents. Yeah, that's where price action happens mostly. So you flip a coin here to take an entry now. Maybe you back test the spring at 15 cents. Bitcoin would have to sell off probably to get there. Back test the spring, hold, and then rally to 20 cents. But right now, it's not the most strategic entry based on the reasons I just gave. But if you go to the daily, it's pretty intriguing. Where the wave structure looks, wow. We brought this up yesterday when it was requested. The higher low on C and then the 1618 on D eventually. What's up, Neo? Hey, Mitch, thanks for all you do. Can you please look at silver? Yeah, we'll look at the XAG. Thanks, man. That is terrible. I mean, compared to gold, and gold's, it's okay. I mean, probably going to continue upward, but thanks inflation, but just terrible yield compared to many other assets you could trade or own. So that is why it looks good, because of the X, the A, the B, the C. And now you could be working on the C to D wave eventually if this market stays bullish, okay? And yeah, you're just butting up against this high from May 18th. You break that 20 to 22 cents easy. You ever break that, that's 30 cents probably where it's headed, okay? Very, very long-term uptrend going on here. That's it. That's Harmony. Same analysis as yesterday pretty much. Okay. So, hey, Josh Jacobs. Wait, is this the Josh Jacobs I know and have lunch with?
Hey, Mitch. Thanks
or is that just
for
a common
everything.
name, dude?
Can you look at CHZ for me on 3D/4D? Heart.
No way, it's that one. It's probably a common name. I don't know. Thanks, dude. Okay, next request. Was this one? Whew. Put in the work today, man. The work today. Yeah, old DGB, same thing, right? Major M shave, pulling back, 78% retrace, nice. But okay, for DGB, anything above 4.9 cents is easy 6.4 cents. We were here yesterday. Y'all were requesting the same assets. May 3rd, 2018. July 2018, right? Shoot, man. February 2018. If you are above that, there is a high probability this asset will run to the next level that makes any sense, which is from June's of 2017's high. I think that's probably where you're headed. You're in a long-term uptrend. As you can see, look at the trend. The low, the higher low, the higher highs, the higher lows, more higher lows. I think it looks good. I think it looks okay, man. Yeah, I mean, you could think about it like this eventually. Like, a little shallow there, but something like that. Okay, eventually. So first target, 6.4 cents. After that, you got to go with the local high of 7.7 cents. But it really, after that, 9 cents. Okay, you get it? 78% retrace here. Kind of like a cipher of some sort. I think it was 78. Let's look. Low to high. Yes, you are. A lot of assets now are reversing at 786s, not 886s anymore. That's not bad. That's good. That's like good performance. That means that market participants are saying that it's worth it at the 786 now. Maybe there's too much demand. That's good for the overall market. The more shallow the retraces are. Okay. So, banana shake, yeah, number go up probably, yeah. More up next month or two, yeah. Like a lot of other cryptos. Oh, we caught up on the request. One more, dude. That met the minimum criteria. Fantastic. Wow. CHZ, Chiliz. Here it was. It was a cipher of some sort, the 786. It's the daily. You break 36.7 cents, you gotta have to regard the high 44 cents from September 5th, but really above that, man, it's 57 cents. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Straight up. So probably straight up again. Well, yeah, beautiful harmonic structure identified in a scanning session at some point. That's it. Reaction low, reversal low. Scott Carney be proud here. Look at the resistance. It's not a joke. This is exactly where reactions occur, where it pulls back, sells off 38%, 50% of the way, pivots, makes a higher low, runs again. Or this is exactly where if there's enough demand, not enough supply, it breaks 36 cents and runs straight up to 45 cents. And then after that, 57 cents. So it's a good looking, yeah, pretty good. But well off those, lower risk areas, I guess. So that's it. I mean, you're testing probably one of the most pivotal levels that exists on this chart, 36.7 cents. That's it. And that was the last request. Well, been live 1 hour 20 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. I do want to take a look at Maker chat. This is like another one where it's just like it's doing something so incredible, but no one's bought it yet. There are no bids on Maker yet, but it's like it broke above an inflection point where historical price actions occurred many times, and when you do truly break it, you can go berserk, much higher, at least $3,100. And it's so good because it's like you got your confirmation leg, your falling wedge, you had your bullish divergence, you had the PCZ of a bullish alternate bat, right? You spring in your back test in the spring, not once but kind of twice. Like a hidden divergence that still exists. It's just coiling up. I mean, and it's kind of just maybe absorbing remaining supply at this local level, like maybe a neckline of what's now maybe turning into inverse head and shoulders. I mean, this is it. Like the target on Maker minimum is $3,100 from here. This is it, man. Like this is like where, yep. I mean, if history repeats itself like it does on all these other assets, that eventually. So we're just waiting here. Sitting long waiting on Maker. We did it, man. What a stream. I think it's been a pretty productive stream. Chat, what do y'all think? Okay. There was an AMP request. We looked at AMP. Amply. So, that's it. Alright, so probably not going to stick around for the daily close like we did yesterday, day before. It's all good. You know, I've got stuff going on tomorrow. I am traveling. It'll be a traveling day, so unfortunately won't be live tomorrow. I don't even know, like, I'm going with my friend I played football at Bama with, like, that's where we met. That's like, we have our bond through that. And it's like, I don't know if I want to be live streaming in this experience, you know, down there. It's like, I think I'm just going to take off probably and just relax and try to get the balance, keep the balance in my life, right? Because I really do think people that care about me in here would prefer my life's more balanced because I'm in a more reasonable, a better mood when, you know, the other part of my life that you don't see is good, you know, so. Oh, silver, that's right. I got to look at it. Yep, hold on. You're right. Sneak one on me with the old merch request. Wow, well, silver, you can't say it. It didn't hit a critical level and bounced resoundingly back from. See, this thing is like, look at this. Major wow. If you want to talk about a range bound asset, this is actually pretty incredible. Wow, dude. What was that noise? Did anyone hear that? Is this stream on? Okay, so if we go back, I had never even tested that high from July 2016, but let me show you the way I had it on the 4 hour, okay? It's the bottom of a trading range that was established in September of 2020 and August of 2020, right there, those two levels. So what's at it? It is certainly on the 4 hour showing an edge. They're very interesting. I mean, it's like, it sucks though, dude. It's like it got wrecked, man.
Mitch not live tomorrow. Is that a dump signal?
I don't know, man. There have been streams where I have travel streams, and when I travel, even when I do remote streams from other locations, like where Bitcoin will pump, dude, I remember like Litecoin was up like 25% one day I was traveling to LA, but I remember one day when I was traveling back from Vegas, Bitcoin was down ridiculous amounts. It just doesn't matter. It's like maybe volatility when I travel, but it is no correlation. That's just, that'd be narcissistic for me to think that it had anything to do with it. This is actually really good.
Bat.
I actually really, dude, hold on. Sorry, I don X27, but he does. Thank you for the $72.87 friggin' cents of bat, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Proton. Yeah, dude, for sure. He does. Thank you, dude. Wow, what a. Did you see that? That's a crypto contribution right there, man. Okay, so this is what's going on silver. I'm glad you requested this. You have very, very nice, undeniable bullish divergence on the RSI at a critical level of inflection at the bottom of a range. Yep. The problem is, it's like, dang, man. Like, what happens if, like, how do you set a stop loss up? I mean, I guess it's probably pretty easy because the take profit would be, like, this could be a position trade, kind of like gold. I'm going to stop maybe like this. And, dude, I think, like, wouldn't you swing for the fence here at the top of the range? I mean, you know 24 cents will be resistance, so it's like that right there definitely be an inflection point, or it could reverse. But again, if you're range bound trading, yeah, I don't think if you want to stop strategic enough, you can't take profit there because it's not equitable. So it's like maybe taking profit at just the local highs within the structure may, right? And that makes you have a 4-to-1 reward to risk. So that's a way maybe to size it up. But if it doesn't hold this level, which this is like Bitcoin's 42K. Do you understand? For silver, silver's at its own 42K level. Yes, where it doesn't look very good. It's like, oh, it could roll over. It keeps testing it. This is it, man. This is how to strategize an asset that has lost so much value and gone down to levels where there's a tremendous amount of consolidation and congestion. So that's it. That's silver. Not bad. Okay. Peloton. Peloton, whatever. Stay at home. Whoa, holy crap. Well, this one, interesting to say the least, right? Trying to bottom out here. I would get more optimistic about this asset, Peloton, when it gets, or if it ever gets above $92. What I would be looking for on this asset, this is like a bullish alternate bat right here. Easy bullish alternate bat, and it's reacting at the pattern completion zone. Bullish alternate bat. 100% retrace. Yep, they often do it. Go look, go read Scott Carney's books and go learn about the alternate bat. So you're reacting at that 100%, but I don't know if I'm gonna dig this asset or like it until it does this, until it gets back above $92 and then back tests it successfully as support. That is when I'll start getting really interested in Peloton again. But it is below the inflection point, despite its potential major double bottom. You get back above $92, you back test it as support. That's confirmation that I need to feel more confident that it's going to rally to 110, 139, beyond. Okay, so it's a good start. It's reacting well at the PCZ of a harmonic structure, but that's just not enough. It's not enough yet to have some conviction on it. Okay, Peloton, $92 is the area to watch. DK, thanks for the $5 super chat. Boom. We got through it, man. Oh, whoops. Sorry, just my ticker up there. Happens sometimes. Okay, so there's a good 27 minutes till your daily candle close.
Hi Mitch, working hard brother.
Club man.
Can we look at OMG 4-hour chart? Looks like hidden bull div on MACD and RSI trying to play out and holding old supply line and support.
Oh, is that what you think, man? Up 2.26%. Daily's nothing burger. But yeah, you asked about the 4-hour. Yeah, hidden bullish divergence of the 4-hour does look like it's trying to, you know, pivot here. A lot of consolidation. Let's see. What's it doing? And still below that candle high close at $14.97, $15 back from May. Still below it. It's just like, these are just not the areas to, I mean, one could enter, but remember that time at $9.25? Between $8 and $9.25 was the time to enter, and now it's at $15 really. I mean, these are just not the times. I mean, like, it looks okay for maybe continuation, but not really that strong. It's not an area where I'm like, okay, time to long. But yeah, the continuation might be implied here on the MACD histogram. Yes.
Can we look at XDC for your boy? I want this to boom. Please set my expectations.
We'll set your expectations right now before looking at the chart. Fong, here it is. You should never have any expectations when you're looking at charts, ever. When you're taking a trade, no expectations. That's it. Do we even need to look at it? Yeah, we'll look at it. Thanks, dude. Bloodman, I mean, this is certainly not an actionable event. If you're already in this on the trade setup from much lower prices, it doubled in value from the entry. So we're just waiting for it to maybe pivot and run after making substantially higher low than the previous low, but it's not an area to be longing or something, right? I mean, it could, just because it goes up doesn't mean it was like the best area to long. You missed that time.
High on daily.
Is there one with more data or something? Oh yeah, supply line. Oh, you're just plotting like this. Okay. He's just doing this, that high, and then this. he's doing that. I don't see a back test. Do you? There's no back test yet. It's pretty perfect, man. I don't see it has not back test. The supply line back test that you're talking about would line up way more strategically with that $13. You've never back tested that successfully besides once in history, and it was this scam wick from January 2018 when the whole world was collapsing in crypto, right? It was over. So like the rug was pulling, the composite operator was offloading, getting out, cycle was ending. So like you haven't successfully back tested $13, September of 2017's level. I think that's the most strategic level, maybe if we wanted to add, you know. But look at the daily, all that divergence there. Oof. Yeah, again, man, we're just, it's like BNB now, or it's like beyond BNB, where it's like, you know where the best strategic entry levels were. You're well off those. So now, like trying to figure out something else after a huge markup is not really what you're looking to do. Like once you get the strategic entry levels, you have a trading plan, you stick by it, you don't even worry about it, right? You let it ride. Let's get to those targets. We'll be there. Okay, next one. XDC. Well, it is above an inflection point. I don't even know. I think this is the one with the data. There's no expectations, but anything below 10 cents, you're out. Anything above 11.86 cents, you're okay. Above 11.86 cents, you can go to 16.66 cents. I don't see much of any kind of edge here. Maybe it's trying to create a 4-hour momentum shifting structure of some sort. Maybe, right? Using your imagination here. Maybe, you know, it's not that pretty. It's kind of scuffed. Just for the sake of Jesus advocate, right? Because we're too many devil's advocates out there. We got to be Jesus advocates. Right, something like that. Your neckline slanted. I think your neckline's 15 cents, whatever. Something like that, maybe. I mean, above all these inflection points, you're good. You're in great shape. Look, you're above the demand line that it successfully recently not back tested, it sprung back above it, fell below it. Maybe it back tests that spring eventually, but if it does that, hopefully in time, it's lining up with the inflection point, horizontal line support resistance. So I think anything above 11.86 cents could be really bullish on this asset eventually. So maybe, yeah, XDC is not too bad. Not too bad. And also something like this too, similarly. I don't think it hit the PCZ. $786, not an $886. So a deep retrace. What a rally. Okay, that was it. Bitcoin just soul searching today after an immaculate past few days. It's been incredible. Think about this. Since September 29th to its highest point. In a matter of 1 week, Bitcoin appreciated in value 36%. That's incredible. I mean, almost unbelievable, isn't it? But this is what happens, Larry, when you back test old levels that were always resistance in history, but then they became support 3 different times locally. 3. This is what can occur. All right, and we're closing in on 60,000 YouTube subs. So if you're out there and you haven't hit that sub button yet, let's get it going, man. Let's try to get 60,000 before Bitcoin hits 60K. Because at this point, I mean, like we're like what, almost 400 subs away from 60K. But I feel like, yeah, I feel. I'm not talking about real TA. I feel that Bitcoin at this rate will surpass me in sub count. Jeez, man. I think we're good though. So I really appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Look at that jar, we filled it up. Load it up, man. Be unveiling the Chainlink emoji ball next week when I come back from my adventures College Station to watch Alabama curb stomp Texas A&M. Just a bucket list thing, man. What's up, Fong? Oh yeah, keeping me here, huh? Just when I thought I was out, Fong pulls me back in.
Did we talk about Luna yet?
No, we
if
did
not,
not.
hit it please.
Whoops, wrong chart. Misclick. Nothing actionable at all on this asset. Just beautiful run. I mean, the time to care about it truly was the spring back test from late June. Maybe even a July 19th higher low. This thing went berserk. It's given a beautiful harmonic, a textbook bullish bat, reacted and did not reverse. It was just a reaction reversal, and then back tested resistance as support and held it, and is breaking out more. And I think you're going to $50 eventually to test it, and beyond that, I have no clue, man. This is way up. Definitely not at a strategic entry area right now. Even if it moons and continues to moon, that doesn't mean like I'm wrong. I'm just telling you, we look for a certain set of variables over and over and over again. And if the chart isn't showing those, we just move on. And then when we move on, that asset's gonna do things. It could maybe just sell off more, or it could pump. But at the same time, it's like a coin flip is happening when we move on on that asset. So it's like, you were wrong about this asset. It's like, dude, there was no action to take on it. Yeah, man, you can go to the roulette table and flip the coin, man, or put it on black or on red. That's normally what you're doing on assets like this that aren't showing or presenting us with anything that's a strong argument. That's it. Maybe there's a little bit of hidden bullish divergence in the 4 hour. Still doesn't mean like it's time to go long on Luna. Luna's up, you know. Luna is up from the, let's just say the July low to now. It's up 760% in 80 days. I mean, it's just, where's the value? There is no value on Luna. It is hype. You're paying premium on Luna to long this. And maybe for good reason. Maybe it's a good project. Maybe this or that. But you want to keep playing value. You don't want to play premium. That's it. Thank you, Fong, man. Thank you, dude. So that was the last request. Kept me here a little bit longer, yep. 16 minutes till the daily close now. And a little bit of bearish divergence. If you really want to be real, certainly none on the RSI. Looks like it's just resetting. It's beautiful. It's finally not overbought anymore. I love it. You know, remember yesterday, Bitcoin hit 85.4 on the RSI, the highest level we had seen since July 26th. Where we went from 30K to 40K in like a day. Maybe two. But now, like the MACD is implying a little bit of buyer exhaustion, just a little bit. Okay, fine. It does that, then it resets the oscillators, the RSI resets, gets back to 60, 61, right? And then immediately the bulls take back over and run this up again, and then you show triple bearish divergence at 58K. And then the argument might be stronger, but these are huge histogram islands. I'm just not that convinced yet. It's just the 4 hour. The daily is not implying anything bearish right now. Dude, so like when you got 4 hour bearish divergence on one oscillator and then the RSI is just resetting and is extremely bullish, you go to the daily then and you say, is the daily bearish too? Good God, no. The daily is sitting at 65 on the RSI. The MACD is at its highest level of positive momentum today that it has seen truly since literally ever. All-time highs on MACD histogram today. Higher than you were July 30th. Higher than you were June 15th. Higher than you were February 11th at $65,000. Wow, Jesus chimes for me randomly seeing this as history. We've done it. We broke a record today, and I didn't even... What? Did you even notice this, chat? Nice. Substantially lower highs so far where the last time we saw that much positive memo. Cool. Okay. So target's still $57,500 to $61,000 for wave structure, overhead resistance reasons. So that's all I can give you. So we do want to say thanks a lot for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. It's been, I think, a productive stream. Education, emphasis, always trying to put it there so you gain the value, because I know you have limited time in your life to invest in yourself. We all got things we got to do. Kids, family, things like that, jobs. So y'all be good. I will be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
hopefully, might make the bear stiff into play.
Yep, well, and again, we're, just divergence could turn into triple divergence on much higher highs, you know, like, yeah, sure. Thanks, dude.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
Adios, turd nuggets.